When your big mouth catches a big elbow. I don't know what it is about people. Like, there are these people that just, they can't let something go. They see something and they see somebody, and maybe it's the person's been agitated. You can tell the person's agitated, and just, they can't let it go. And just right as they're leaving, they got to get that one last shot in. Well, I'm going to show you a video of where it didn't work out so well for the guy that did that. And there's some really good lessons in it, and we'll go over it real fast. Before we get into it, obviously, go to timlarkin.com, get your free masterclass. Make sure you share this video with people that you think need it, especially anybody that has a big mouth. They're going to need to see this video. So make sure that you tell your people about the YouTube channel, the Tim Larkin YouTube channel, and share it. Now, let's get into it. I'm going to let it play, and then then we'll talk about it.
Now is Sergeant Creena O'Grady from Victoria Police. We watched the footage last night of this gentleman that was king hit with an elbow. Another guy did it. It was
show it one more time.
Didn't look to be much in it. It was very disturbing footage, very graphic footage. We're trying to find the guy, aren't we, Sergeant Creena?
Yes, we certainly are. We have put out a description of a person that the police want to speak to. Apparently there were two men together that we're hoping to catch up with. But of course, only one is.
I love this. I love listening to what the police and the announcers saying. Oh, it doesn't look like there's much in it. What a freaking idiot. Okay, so just to set the scene up, I'm going to go through. I'm going to pull it back a little bit slowly so you can see some of the nuance in this. Okay, we always talk about penetration with your body weight and then rotation. And here, in a very close in environment, even though the streets they're very close together, this guy was able to use a body weight he kind of dropped his body weight into the shot very quickly. Very effective use of the strike that he did, and obviously got a devastating result. Now, again, when I'm analyzing this, I'm not condoning what he did, but did you catch it a couple of times? Did you catch the guy's mouth that he hit just on the way out? Right there. You could tell the guy was a little agitated coming out and stuff, and this guy just had to take his last couple of shots. Have no idea what it could be. Might have lost a bet inside. Maybe there was a game they were watching. Maybe he was for the other team. Who knows? It could be anything. But whatever it was, the guy standing outside the door that got clocked had to say something to him. And again, that was it. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, But let's look at this a little bit. I'm going to pull it back a little bit here. Okay, I'm going to go a little slow because I want you to kind of see. Okay, now watch this. He's talking. Well, first of all, you can tell the guy in the striped jacket, green, looks like a green jacket with white stripes. You can tell he's mouthing off as this guy's coming out. Boom, boom, boom. They're having a couple of words, and then he's saying something else. He's hands in his pocket, kind of being a smartass, and he says that last thing, and boom. Now watch. See how this guy's setting up the rotation. Watch how his body rotates into the strike. Look at that. This idiot announcer saying, well, doesn't look like there's much in it. Yeah, there's a lot in that strike. He's putting in. Now, had he stepped through, it would have even been more devastating than it was. But for a quick, wound up, internal body weight drop with the penetration, man, pretty nice. Just goes all the way through. Boom. And that's it. I mean, so, my point in all of this is getting back to the whole idea of how do you conduct your life? You never know who you're dealing with. That guy you saw his hands in his pocket. He felt he had every right to just to mouth off, and he's probably gotten away with it how many times? And then here it is. This is my idea. This is what I tell people. This is one of the concepts of living with your, sleeping with your head on the railroad track. This guy probably has gotten away in the past, mouthing off to people, and nothing's happened. So he thinks, hey, he can do it. He picked the wrong person who just responded with devastating violence and very effective. So again, this is self-defense is a very different format than fighting. If you want to learn how to fight, then you're going to have to go to, a combat sport arena where everything's all up front and everybody knows what's going on. If you want to navigate the world of violence, you have to understand human nature. And you have to understand what you need to respond to and what you don't respond to. Now, again, I always talk about getting the free masterclass at timlarkin.com. We go over all this in depth. But the reason I wanted to show this clip is because it was so unnecessary. You could tell exactly. I don't even need to know what those guys are saying. You just tell by the body language that guy was just needling him on the way out, and that's the result. Now, I have no idea what happened. I didn't follow up on any of this. I didn't get, this was sent to me a couple of years ago. But, the guy was, knocked out pretty bad. So hopefully he recovered from that. Hopefully there's no brain bleed, but it could have gone horribly wrong. The guy could be facing manslaughter for a strike like that. And had he stepped through, he probably would have got a much harder hit. So anyways, use this as food for thought. Keep the mouth closed and you might not have to eat an elbow. Until next time, all the best.